walking up to everybody in school. Boom, welcome to Earth. I'm popping out of people's lockers. Boom, welcome to Earth. I'm like popping out of people's mashed potatoes at lunch. Boom, welcome to Earth. Here, you get that mashed potatoes all over me. Boom, prove yourself up.
Today we're going to talk about some things that stink, some things that are smelling up our schools, our communities, the world we live in. And I got to tell you something today, that not a lot of people like to talk about those kinds of things, but we're going to get in there and dig it up because something smells and it's time to deal with it.
You see, there was a young 14-year-old girl. They were literally pimping her out of her own house. They were selling her on the street at night, getting her back to her own home in time for her to take a shower and get back to school. As we talked to this young lady, she said, listen, my friends knew the trouble I was in. Some of my teachers knew the trouble I was in, but nobody was willing to say anything. If somebody would have just been brave enough to say something, maybe I wouldn't be in the hell that I am in right now. You see, history begins today. There's enough hurt and there's enough pain in this world. That's not hard to find. But when you come into this place, when you come into this school, you start caring for one another. You start having each other's back.
I'm gonna tell people to say something. Like, not be a loner or not keep it inside and hurting themselves. Tell people to give to speak out.
Well, I'm just inspired to help people. Like, just help people who are molested, who are not cared for right.
That you do not take advantage for others, and you should stand up for each other.
It's inspiring for people to come down here and tell us that, because a lot of kids committed suicide last year in several schools.
If you see something, you have to like tell somebody, like tell an adult or something like that. Because like there's like a lot of things these days that are just crazy.
I would really like talk to people, encourage them. I would just encourage them. Yeah.
I would talk to people. I would tell adults about what was happening, and to encourage people to tell them, like, stop doing this, it's not right.
I believe this is something that needs to be shared, not just with McMain, of course, with all the schools, because all young people need to be exposed to the fact that no matter what you're going through, no matter who you come across that's negative toward you, that there is somebody who loves you, there is somebody who cares.
What helps is somebody that's willing, when they see something that's not right, to step up and say something. When they hear somebody that's getting involved in things that they should never get involved in, say something.
All these things that were bottled up inside me started to come out. They were just screaming to be released and screaming to be heard. And I needed healing and I needed help. I told 3 different people what had happened. They started seeing the depression in me, anorexia, and different things like that.
Silence isn't golden. Silence is a weapon of evil.
It's a tremendous impact having you guys with us today. The students and the staff have been very positive about the presentation, and if it means something just for one student here today, it was worth the investment of time.
Say something.
So say something. Talking to you, audience, say something.
Say something.
So this is a mechanism to let them know there's something else that you can do, something else you can rely on, and another source of your strength.